right, it's just 2 days before Christmas, and as people do their last-minute shopping and food preparations, we discuss different options for dessert, by far my most favourite part of the meal. We're now joined by Beatrice Tleane. She is the executive chef at Ntobi's Catering and Events Management, and she also has some tips for your Christmas lunch or dinner table. Thank you, Beatrice, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
As I said, I've got a huge sweet tooth, so the quicker I can get through the whole main course, the better, so I can get to the really important part. And what you've got here for us looks absolutely delicious.
Okay.
Tell us what you've brought.
I've got two traditional desserts that are enjoyed by almost everyone. This is a trifle, obviously a total deviation from the berries. This is double chocolate and pear trifle. And this is a normal cheesecake.
Simple cheesecake.
It's just a normal cheesecake.
Berry
Just
confit,
dress it up.
and it looks so inviting, just with those
Exactly.
berries on the back. It looks
Exactly.
beautiful. Okay, so you're going to show us how to make one of these, and then we'll chat while we're making it. So you've got to tell me what you need me to give you.
All right. This is my chocolate sponge. This is a normal sponge that just you make with cocoa powder, sugar and eggs and
Super.
coffee. And then this is your pastry cream, which is made with egg yolks, milk. And then these are your pears, which are poached in water syrup. And then I flavor them with lemon juice and vanilla paste. And this is chocolate ganache, double chocolate with whipped cream. And this is for your garnish, just shavings of ice of chocolate.
And because of the cream elements and the ganache, you've got to prepare this on the day. You can't make it the day before and then keep it, or can you refrigerate it?
The cake, you can make it. You can even freeze it. You can keep it up to 3 months. And your pastry cream, you can make it a day before.
Okay, super. And then all you do is layer them, essentially. So it's quite quick and easy.
It's better to prepare everything before time. You can make it Christmas Eve so that you don't run around the kitchen when your guests are there.
I suppose that's always the other thing as well, is that on Christmas Day, there's so much to do and prepare, and a lot of people open their presents on Christmas Day as well. Families arriving, it can be very overwhelming.
It is indeed. The only thing you do in the morning is your whipped cream.
Whipped cream. Okay, otherwise that's going to go flat.
Because it's very hot, so it's better you do it on the day.
Okay.
But you can also keep it in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, so we don't actually have to put this all together. It's very easy. You simply layer it. Okay.
Just assemble it.
In terms of local produce, because there's a big trend for people to move towards seasonal fruit or seasonal produce that's regularly available at this time of year, something, more sustainable cooking trends that are coming in. How do desserts tie into that?
Desserts are perfect because it's mostly your fruits. And fruits are locally produced. And this time of day, we're very lucky. We've got all types of fruits. If you go to the market, you find your plums, your different peaches, your berries, everything is there. So it's actually a delight to combine your desserts this year.
And in terms of the heat, and I know, a lot of people tend to want to do traditional desserts, baked puddings, hot desserts with custard and cream, but it's not really suited to our climate. So how can we combine traditional elements with something that is suitable to the climate here?
That's actually a good question. With your trifle, you don't have to normally use your sponge. You can actually use your Christmas pudding. And use it and just put cherry on it.
So like a Christmas cake?
Yes, use it as a base for your trifle instead of cake. And then you use your elements. Obviously, you need your custard and your fruit. And you don't have to use berries all the time, like I'm using poached pears. It's something different from the norm. And cheesecake. Cheesecake is nice and cool, and it's easy to make. You just needed your biscuit and your filling. And then it goes to the fridge.
Last question. There are so many people these days either on different diets or have different dietary requirements or different food preferences. I have a lot of vegetarian and vegan friends, and that makes cooking a Christmas lunch quite difficult. How do you cater for everyone's needs, or do you just say, this is what I'm making, if you don't eat it, bring your own?
No. These days, there's everything for everyone. Like your dessert, for instance. You can make a chocolate cake for a vegan without using eggs. Surprisingly, you can use chickpea water, chickpeas in a can. That water, you whip it, and it puffs up like egg yolk or egg white. Then you use that with chocolate.
So there really is a way to cater for everyone's needs.
Exactly. If you're wheat intolerant, you can use chocolate and egg white. You don't have to use flour. So you have flourless cakes as well.
So if you're catering to people with different dietary requirements, would it perhaps be a better option to make individual, sort of in smaller glasses, cater to everyone's? Or do you then say, well, you know, if one person is vegan, everyone's getting a vegan dessert.
No, it's better to cater for everyone. You have separate bowls. What happens normally now in Christmas, everyone brings a dish.
Okay.
So maybe the person who's vegan can bring their own dish.
Okay.
If not, you can make them, because it's just one. It's not everyone who's vegan. Normally people, they eat meat and vegetarians and all that.
Is there a specific trend in terms of cooking this festive season? I know they're always very sort of trendy in ingredients. One year it was goji berries, and the next year, I don't know. What are people wanting to use these days?
What I've noticed, because of the economic conditions, people not taking turkey and lamb and beef all at the same time. They'll just maybe have chicken and lamb only, and then your basic potatoes, your green beans, not the whole shebang, and then just one or two desserts.
Okay, so going sort of smaller, quality over quantity.
Yes.
A lot of people over-cater still for Christmas. In terms of you reusing the food that you've made, because we don't want all that food to go to waste and spoil. And so are there ways of reusing, especially desserts, and dressing them up in a different way to serve the next day? A lot of people have guests staggered over the festive period. Definitely.
Like your cake, for instance. If you've got cake left over, you can use that with custard, just to make a basic dessert during the week. Or with food, with your turkey. You can make turkey sandwiches the next day, or beef.
Okay.
Sort of just letting it go to waste or something like that.
Absolutely. So how long does it take to prepare these desserts? Just so that people at home can sort of gauge how much time they need.
Okay. It takes 45 minutes.
Okay.
Just to prepare it and assemble.
Is that the baking time, everything included?
Yes. This takes 25 minutes.
Okay.
You can, while you're preparing this, you can prepare actually 4 elements at the same time. You don't have to do one and wait. So you can prepare your cake while it's in the oven. You poach your pears while your pears are poaching, and then you can do your custard.
Okay. I'm just looking at this bowl. What's in here? I completely forgot.
This is sugar syrup. This is just a combination of water and sugar, equal amounts of sugar and then I've just flavored it with lemon juice and vanilla paste. And then if you don't have vanilla paste, you can use vanilla extract or even vanilla essence.
And then is that used to soften and moisten the cake?
And if you want to spice it up, you can use white wine. You can put a bit of white wine just to make it a little bit Christmassy. A little bit of brandy or some Madeira. Yes. Fantastic. If you had to give people one piece of advice for making their lives easier in the kitchen, especially catering for larger numbers of people, what would that tip be? They need to prepare much time ahead. Prepare your stuff a day before Christmas or 2 days before Christmas, because a lot of stuff you can prepare and put in the fridge. You can freeze it even weeks before, and then you just take and thaw in the fridge and then combine in the morning. Okay, so planning, have a set menu, know what you need, get everything in advance. Planning is critical. Absolutely. It is critical. Super. Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm hoping you're going to leave all this here for us so that definitely. This one is for you guys. Oh, thank you. This one I'm taking home, unfortunately. Okay, so will that one, did you say for everyone, or is that just for me? Just for you. Just for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was Beatrice Tleane, Executive Chef at Ntobi's Catering and Events Management, for this absolutely gorgeous spread.